Welcome to another episode of One Take. As you can see, I'm in a very different environment compared to usual. We're out here in Vermont where it's about 20-ish degrees right now. We've got about 3 feet of snow. We've been shooting some different videos and stuff out here for the past couple days. So what we're going to be doing is talking about some of the gear we've been using, some of the kit, and then also obviously doing a one take, shooting some targets, running some drills, shooting around some snow cars, doing some different things, and then also showing you guys some other stuff here at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's check out some of the equipment. So as you can see, we've got a few guns here that are painted, and then a lot of guns that just have white tape applied. So the idea is to kind of break up the outline of your weapon if you're trying to be truly camouflaged. Obviously, painting a gun all snow camo-y looks super sick. It's awesome. But the problem is getting that paint off or painting over it, it doesn't look real great. So here's some guns that we brought out here that we've been running drills with. Obviously, we've got this MP5, which you guys, we'll run it a little bit. It's a nice, small, compact weapon when we're snow carring around the terrain. We've got a Steyr AUG here, which is obviously very nostalgic. Definitely looks the part for all the snow stuff with an ACOG and RMR, some other doodads, and a Surefire Mini. I'm actually fairly happy with this gun, the way it's set up. Although it is an AUG, the trigger weighs like 50 pounds, and shooting some of the steel in the tree line at 150 yards is not super easy. This guy right here, one of my 13.7s, is actually equipped with the new EOTech 1-8. Something that, you know, I'm testing this guy. It just came to market. I think I'm one of the first folks to actually have this, and been running this a little bit, and it's been pretty enjoyable. Obviously, have an offset delta point, in-gall, Surefire Mini, all the standard accoutrements, and then obviously some tape on there. Also have this ACR, but this thing isn't working at all, so we'll just get rid of that because that thing is actually a piece of crap. And then right here, we just have a standard MK18 CQBR, obviously all painted up. Very standard with an EOTech pack mod light suppressor. We've got a couple of these guns out here. They're sort of our main workhorse for a lot of our drills, and we'll probably be running this the most. Make sure that's turned off so you don't blind anyone. And then we've also got here a SCAR 17, which is probably one of the most controversial guns thanks to various videos on YouTube and things like that. But I actually really enjoy this gun. It's worked really well for me, and we may clap some steel with this in a little bit. And I've got lots of mags all loaded up, which is great. Some Lake City, so we're good to go. I've got a Leupold Mark 5 on here with the delta point. As far as what we're wearing, we've got Swedish M90. We've got obviously base layers. Some of the big differences in the equipment that we're using and what's affecting our shooting is obviously wearing, you know, big gloves. I've got 2 pairs on actually. I've got a small pair under here, and then I have this sort of medium weight, you know, insulated. And then if I really need to, I can run these mitts. Yesterday, the snow was really coming down. It was freezing. We had some pretty serious winds, and so we're having to wear these. And for when we actually shoot, peel this back, you know, we're fingerless, and then our fingers freeze off after like 3 mags. So this obviously affects shooting a lot. Wearing snowshoes like these over here, which are super awesome when the snow's really deep, but doing these sort of movement drills or getting from this position to this position, just static to static, that's pretty slow, obviously, working in, you know, 2 feet, 3 feet of snow. And today it's a little icy, and I'm getting away without wearing those. So that's actually really nice. Gaiters, running some chest rigs. You guys might wonder what this is. You'll see what this is for later. And keeping it pretty basic. We're not putting a lot of emphasis on handguns because honestly, out here, a handgun is just, you know, it's not that useful. It's not that great. And handguns suck for, you know, shooting things anyway. So sticking with rifles, mags, and just doing what we do. So that said, let's shoot some stuff. All right, let's begin now. First off, we'll just start with some really simple stuff with the CQBR and not get too complicated, not get too weird quite yet, but we'll get there. So we'll just shoot some of these circles, go for some speed and accuracy. A lot of these are the same drills that you'll see in my other one takes or my, you know, other videos, and it's because shooting is just the basics. It's literally just pulling triggers and putting sights on things. Some people like to talk about it like it's a really complicated thing and it magically changes in a tactical setting, or it magically changes in a, you know, setting like this where it's 20 degrees or even less and cold. And no, it's all the same stuff. I'm still pressing a trigger, putting a sight on a thing, having discipline, having control, and getting my hits. Like, it's all the same stuff. But there are some factors that's going to cause me to be a little slower, maybe a little harder to see something. Like, for example, we've got a big piece of steel in the wood line, and we're not painting our steel bright colors or, you know, anything. So that sucker out there is really hard to see. I can barely see it here, and that's when having a magnified optic can help, because I can actually scan the tree line, find the outline of that piece of steel, and then get to work. So there's a couple things. My ear pro is telling me it's about to turn off. Just hit that. These are the new ops core amps. No, I know, this keeps chirping. I think it's good. But we're just gonna do some basic stuff because that's all shooting is. So, circle target. You guys have seen this before. We're just gonna do 3 rounds. Eye ready, top circle. Really good group. That means I should be going faster. It's in a 74. Stand by. So I need to turn over here. I'm shooting suppressed, so sometimes it doesn't pick up. Stand by. All right, it's 133. Small circle. Good to go. It's in a 149. So basically 10 times. And 6. That stock placement. It's a little too low. It's a 102. Last circle. I'm set. So obviously, it's cold out here. I got 2 layers of gloves. I've got a bunch of kit, extra layers. I can still got my hits. I can still run a gun. And this is not a mil-spec trigger. This is the it's one of those like $60 nicer triggers. I can't remember which one this one is that Steve put into these guns. But as you can see, still getting my hits, still working fundamentals, speed and accuracy, control. It's all the same thing. But let's get interesting. For now, let's do a movement drill. Real simple. We'll start over on this side actually. Props to Charles who's filming because he's having to keep up with me on icy snow in these big snow boots as well. So real simple. We'll save this empty for later. We'll do a little tack mag. We're gonna have to hit that because it's a full mag. Push pull, good to go. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna fire 3 rounds into each of these cephalic targets. We're here at about 13 yards. Move in line with those and do the same thing. So again, trying to get on the gun as fast as I can, but I'm on slippery ground, so I might be a little more careful in how I sort of, ease into my position and punch the gun out. So we'll kind of see what it looks like. 3-3, move over, 3-3. Gun was on this side. Stand by. Check some hits. So again, because this is slippery ground, kind of easing into position, sliding in. We got 3 alphas. And I've got 3 alphas. I think I'm good to go. I don't think I had anything too strange. Oh, falling. We got 3 alphas. I'm not gonna show hits on everything because it takes so much time. But I want you guys to see that, yes, hits are still happening. Uh-oh. Well, we got 1 Charlie. So we have a 95%, whatever it is, in 8.9 seconds. Although that could be off. No, it's recording some extra stuff. That's probably right. All right, so that's a simple movement drill. Now let's get a little more wild. Starting from the snow car, I'm gonna engage these 2 papers, dismount, brace off the side. I've got a piece of steel at I think that's 80 C-zone, reduced TA target C-zone. We'll just hit that and call it a day. Stand by. All right, 100% accuracy, got my hits, and that was in, that's probably off, 3.7, that's off. It's not catching the time. 6, that was good. Now we'll do it slung. This arm, boom. Simulating that I'm, sitting around on my snowmobile, snow car, sorry, not a snowmobile, it's a snow car. For this, I'm going to dismount from here, engage that steel, again, 80-ish meters, and then I'm gonna come over the top and engage the steel here at 50. Timer. Let's see what happens. right, I'm good. So one miss, dismounting, unslinging. Obviously it's just running around my neck. If I have time, I can swim through and loosen and do all that. But if I'm unslinging a rifle, I just go to my neck and I'm good to go. So now, upping the ante, upping the drill. Actually no, because I'm down to 3 rounds. I kind of want to do a reload. So what we'll do is we'll start from here, rifle slung, because I'm kind of making this up as I go. I'll actually be fully slung for this. Like I'm riding, I'm going to engage with 3 rounds from, I'll dismount, I'll do the same thing, and I'll do a reload. Then I'm going to move to that snow car and engage the far steel. So I'm going to hit this steel, do a reload, run to there, do a reload. So I'm going to get some movement in, but again, getting into position nice and fast. I can come around the right side or on the top side. Just kind of see what happens. But still, it's just basic shooting. Stand by. Oh wow, I wasn't braced. Gotta fix that. As soon as I braced, I'm good to go. There you are. All right, so I'm set. So obviously on the first position, I wasn't fully locked in to my barrier. Now obviously I can take advantage of what I have. If I'm taking a a mounted shot, there's no reason for me, if I can take advantage of this object. But yes, I can take shots from here, meat to meat, take some good, get some good hits. But if I can take advantage of the sucker and really get in, I'm gonna go this way. Really lock that arm in, C-clamp if I need to, and brace in. So that's 3 hits in like a second. If I can really take advantage of what I've got. So now, using this one, I'm going to show you guys why I have this thing down here. So, rifle slung, doing my patrol. Oh wait, I'm a civilian. I'm not allowed to do that. Whoops. We'll see what happens. I don't have a timer. I left it there, so I'll just go off of whatever I want. So I'm gonna do some stuff, and I'll just work around this one. Stand by. Same thing. 3 on him, braced in, it's good to go. So the reason I'm running a pistol right here, more on this product later, something I'm working on, is if you're wearing a lot of winter clothing, what you don't really want is to be breaking your layers between your bottoms and your tops with like a belt as far as just running chest rigs. But I like having a pistol for certain things where maybe my rifle is not accessible, but I can still get to this sucker and start doing stuff. Or if I got to go up a ladder or climb something, or maybe I'm rappelling, or I don't know, whatever. So it's just something we're playing with, out of the way, using up some real estate that isn't normally used. And it's pretty sick. Let's get a different gun. So CQBR. For that, chuck you. There's so many options. Run this guy. I'm sure you guys are curious what I think about a Bullpup. Bullpup designs, I'm not a real big fan, but they do get the job done. I like this one because it's obviously a little nostalgic. Looks kind of cool. And, well, that's about it, to be honest. So 0.15. Then I need new mags for the carrier. I'm running a 7.62 insert because, fits the mags a little easier. And if I decide to run my SCAR, good to go. All right. Shooting on the move. Haven't done that yet. Actually shooting while moving. So, starting from back here, to get my buzzer. Sick. Thing's money. It's also literal money. I don't recommend this gun. Unless you want a fun gun, I don't. No. So for this, it's pretty simple. Gonna be shooting in width. Gonna begin my movement On the buzzer, that's my initiator that, you know, I've received contact, whatever, what scenario you want to think of. And to come up, and for this, I'm actually going to run my RMR. So I have that for, you know, those close-up engagements that can be a little quicker. And then I've got my 4-power ACOG for when I want to hit the steel in the tree line or hit the steel out there in the field, or in this case, lake, and start going to work. So we'll hit these in depth, hit those in width, and then again, using the snow car as an obstacle, barricade, concealment, because that's definitely not cover, to work the steel on the tree line. Let's do this. There you are. This target's in the way. Right edge high, or not. Malfunction. All right, I don't know what's going on with that. I really need to find out. This trigger though, certainly does not help. Okay, I got any more. Easy to do that. All right, so one of the biggest issues with this gun, as you just saw, obviously there was some issues on my own with my point of impact. This trigger is also like 50 pounds. Not really, but it's a lot. So we're gonna hit this target like we did earlier. Kind of run the same drill. Kind of show you guys some times. Kind of see what's going on. I'm getting super warm. Probably take his outer jacket off. And we'll just see what happens with this guy. I'm getting a little winded, but the show goes on. 3 rounds. Stand by. One's a little high, but they're all in. 118, smaller circle. 2 are low. Hold high enough. All ready. All in, small circle. One's low, I'm not holding high enough. Really need to work on that. It's a little higher than a normal gun. That's about as fast as I can shoot this trigger. And those splits, they're not great. Oh crap, this timer's not working. I would show you. But it was a 1.9. 1.920 splits. That can be like a mil-spec AR trigger. So that's about as fast as I can run this one. In comparison, I can shoot a Geisley SSA, SSAE, SSA with like 0.13 splits. It's quite a bit faster once you start stringing rounds together. So I'll try to show you guys what it sounds like. I'll shoot this mag to empty. I'll do a reload, do another round, and we'll see just how fast I can run this sucker. We'll shoot this guy right here. Stand by. Okay, or not. Full trigger freeze. Only 3 rounds. Yeah. Oh yeah. How was I going to my count? Still one more time. 6 rounds. I think that was 5. Yeah, it's fine. 134. So that's a 1/8 split. They're not real fast. And the gun's jumping around a lot. It's a bit of a problem.
Gimbal turned off.
Gimbal turned off. We'll get it going. Good to go? Yep. So one take can include everything from camera stuff, falling through snow, snow car incidents, gun problems. You see it all. All right, let's go backwards. Well, no, not moving backwards. Let's just do a real quick, starting here, engage both of these guys. We got a wide transition. I do have a mag, and we'll head back to there, engage long steel. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to aimbot. That's what I want to do. We've already done some of that stuff. I want to do this. I want to smash these suckers. All 4 of these. Obviously with the RMR. The left, right, left, Right. Let's see what happens. Got a Charlie on there. I got a bunch in the arm, like shoulder area. It's just not as good as my other guns. Now freestanding, 100. Trying with a bullpup can suck. Come on. Yeah. Pistol! I don't even think this is zeroed. They're all around it. So I'm not gonna try that. This is like the first one take, I'm just messing around. But that's what I do. All right, well, this gun. It's not great, horrible trigger. It's hard to outfit with optics and stuff, and lights and accessories. I have a mod light on here on a Corvus rail that extends out. D-ball, this thing, yeah, not really. So let's get to a real snow car gun. We're on this little guy. So we're running a single point because he is pretty small and there's no attachment point in the front. What time we're at?
18.
18, oh sweet, we got some time. So we got this little guy. I got 3 mags. So I'm pretty good. We're gonna try and experiment. It's possible that I'm warm enough to get away with these. Yeah, I think I can. There's not a serious wind. So I think I can do stuff a little more tactile, not tactical, tactile, with these. Let's run these suckers here. I'll do some action. Sweet. All right, so perfect example of how this gun is pretty sick. Sounds like other snow cars, or that's a drone. Probably not a drone though. So I'm gonna sit here on the buzzer, go ahead and hit these dudes. I'll bail off and hit some of this close steel, and we'll see what happens. Stand by. Perfect application for full auto. Up close, run auto. As soon as I dismount to engage a little further, swap over to semi, get my hits, and that's all the way out to like 40, 50, whatever that C-zone is. And that's with an EOTech and some semi-auto. So let's go ahead and run some auto. Let's see how controlled this gun is. So this is obviously one of our MP5s. We're an 0702. I know everyone's gonna ask, how do you want a full auto MP5? You can Google it and read all about it there. A lot of paperwork, it's a lot of money, it's unconstitutional. I hate it, everyone should be able to own these. Stand by. All right, so 5 yards into this, I'm good to go. I'm shooting 115 grain. Because 115 grain doesn't have as much powder, the cycle's a little slower. When I load my Blazer 124, this thing just spits them out. It's just cycling quicker, it's a little more recoil because of it. But this 115, you can just sit, just hold that all in. That was from earlier with the AUG. But I'm good to go as far as accuracy goes with this auto. Now, I would bipod it or monopod it off the magazine and go to distance, but MP5s don't like getting monopoded. They don't cycle very well. It's not great. So now let's do a run from here. Kind of the same thing. Gonna start on the snow car. We will see what happens. And in this case, I'll actually, there's so many options I can do. We'll try to hit all the steel on semi from back here. We'll run auto on these guys, and then we'll see what we can do. We'll see how far we can take this. Even the guy in the tree line, I might be able to pound him. We'll see what we can get. Stand by. Obviously, when you're offset, you got all sorts of issues. All right, cleaned all the steel, 37 seconds, including some auto. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Now let's do some shooting on moving. So this will be kind of like the stick drills I've been doing a lot on social media. I'll start here in the center. Move to here, engage these. Run all the way to here, engage those. I'll do it all on auto, because why not? America. Let's see what happens. Stand by. Perfect time to do a reload. And I'm good to go. Nothing off paper, just nice and controllable. It really is pretty awesome. There's a few hits right there. So, pretty sick little gun. Kind of awesome on a snow car because you can have it down on your side. It's nice and small. I can even collapse the stock if I really want to. But, I'm sure you guys are wondering, well, I've got this guy as well.
23.
Where are we at?
23.
All right, we'll finish off with this guy. Whew. Actually, I haven't run this guy on this trip yet. So this will be fun. So I got my 762 placards. I'm pretty winded. Just wearing a lot of stuff. I don't know what elevation we're at. I don't think it's anything too crazy. But one takes are not necessarily easy by any means. You gotta talk, shoot, run around, come up with drills, all that good stuff all at the same time. Just do a real quick little speed shoot into these circles. We're obviously running suppressed with this nice big Surefire 762. Turn this guy up. It's the only major downside to the delta point. So you gotta hit these buttons. And it slowly goes up or it goes down. We're set. Stand by. Two into the top two. No problem. Build drill. 6 rounds. Body. Pull a couple to the left. So they're the bigger ones. So one here. These can be pistol. Track. I know I had at least one here, and the rest were fine. Right here. Pretty fast. Those are 1.5 splits. So the AUG was a 1.9, 2.0. I'm doing this with a Geisling like 1.5s, 1.4s. This gun can rip. And even though it's a 308, as long as you have good technique, leaning into the gun, you control recoil with it pretty well. Suppressor helps as well. All right, let's go ahead and do a little movement drill. Kind of the same thing we did before. Start with the weapon swung. Suppressor's about to heat up. That's why I'm doing this drill now, to get it out of the way. My hood, not behaving. So I'll destroy everything. We'll do these up close. You know what? We're gonna shoot every target here. We're gonna shoot the paper dudes. We're gonna shoot the steel. We're gonna go to there. We're gonna shoot those papers. We're gonna shoot that steel. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna shoot everything. Reloads, offset, scope. Let me check what the scope's on. We're on 3.6. So I want to pre-dial that to like, I only need like 6 power. Also set my parallax to like 125, I guess. We'll see what happens. Stand by. Safety. Thought I heard something over there. I think we're good. Put this guy right here. Never off. Oh, this gun. Like I said, this gun's pretty fun. pretty awesome, actually. I know a lot of people say a lot of things about this thing, but it's lightweight. It recoils really nice. Kind of got a delayed recoil, where the bolt's obviously coming back, feels like it's coming back slower, so you're not getting everything in a real sharp motion. I know it sounds like I'm doing like a full review. So that's pretty quick, right? It's really not bad. And then running offset, I just hold magazine edge. That thing is hitting that so hard. Oh my gosh. Oh, this gun's great. I love this thing. But there's better DMRs out there. So don't think the Scar is like the greatest thing out there. There's other stuff that's better. But it's fun. So if you want a fun gun, or you want a gun that will, you know, will work, you can check it out. So, but I think that concludes the one take. Did some drills, showed you guys some stuff, shooting on the move, shooting from the snow cars, but I bet you guys want to see some of these in actual action. That's actually driving these around.